Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Sheikah Bless and I am back with yet another video. As I mentioned to you guys, over the next couple weeks and days, I will be posting a lot of information about small business opportunity. I will even dive into some mental health and some personal experiences and things of that nature, just to kind of share with you guys my journey on how I got to where I am now and where I aspire to go, and to encourage you guys to do the same. All right. So I know I've been telling you guys about funding, that you can get access to different grants, free money and things of that nature. So today I'm going to try to give you guys as much information as possible on all the different things that I found. Now, I want to tell you guys this, guys, it was a lot of information. So I had to kind of fine tune and find out, which ones are kind of like general. There were different grants, different grant opportunities for different industries, but I got some that are pretty much general, just a wide variety of, whatever your business is. It's not very specific. So I'm going to give you guys that information. I'm going to kind of give you a summary, but I will definitely post all the links below so that you guys can visit the website. Be sure when you go to the website, especially when you're looking for grants, that you take a look at the requirements for the grants and make sure that you or your business meet the grant requirements before you even consider applying. Also, I will be telling you guys about if you're a small business that is owned and operated either 50% or more by a woman, you can also apply for a certain status with the Small Business Association. Okay, guys, so let me get right into it. All right, so I'm going to kind of start. I don't really have an order, so I'm going to start because I'm looking at my little cheat sheet in front of me, and I will kind of give you guys a summary, and then the last but not least, the last one that I'm going to get to is probably going to be the one that you guys want to stay tuned to get the information on, because that one I found was kind of like a gold mine. But let me get started. So one of the first ones that I found was the Minority Business Development Agency, which is called the Mbda. They have like different grant competitions, but not, I didn't find any information about a consistent grant. Like, for example, a grant that was there year round that you can get for your business, or, like just open. Generally, it's a competition. So that means you probably have to write or, kind of compete with other people pretty much. Okay. Don't want to get too much into it because I want you guys to take a look at it on your own. And again, everything that I go over, I will post the link. One thing I did find very interesting about the Mbda is that they do have local agencies that will help, you. So if you're looking for other things, like if you're just trying to gain general knowledge on how to operate your business, things that you need to do, so on and so forth, they have agencies locally that can help you with that. So I'll put the link below again. So the first one is the Mbda. And again, their grant program is a competition, which means that they're probably taking a pool of people and then, choosing who they're actually going to give the grant to based on whatever their qualifications are. The other one is actually NASE. I'm not sure if they call it NACE or something. I don't know. They might have a funny name. Don't remember. But I'll tell you what the NASE is. It's the National Association for the Self-Employed. And their grants are up to, I think it's up to $5,000. And they will help you to like buy equipment like computers, if you're into farming or anything like that, if you want to hire help like contractors or so on, part-time. And they offer different things, different grants. They also do offer a membership program that you can sign up for. And once you're a member, you can basically get access to all the other things that they have that are available on their site. So again, it's NASE. It's the National Association for the Self-Employed. That's one. And again, all these companies that I'm talking about, the links will be posted below. This one did not post like too many, like the requirements was pretty much that you're in business, general stuff. It wasn't anything like, hey, send us a 5-page essay as to why you want to get this grant. It was just pretty general. So that one I did like. The other one was one that my partner actually reminded me about, was LISC. I don't know if it's LISC or LISC, but I don't know exactly how you guys want to put it. But they were offering assistance to people for the pandemic. Pretty much, they're giving grants, and I think their grants was up to $1,000. And they also did not have any like crazy requirements. When I say crazy requirements, guys, I mean, like, for example, some of these companies might ask you to, send a business plan or some kind of business strategy, or how you're going to spend the money and so on and so forth. While this is basically just focusing on helping small businesses, giving them relief during the pandemic. So that one was really awesome. I think a couple people that I know actually applied for it. So I haven't applied for LIST because I actually did not remember. I have so many other ones that I've applied for. So I didn't apply for it, but definitely take advantage. So it's LISC, and I will post the link below. And they were offering, I think their grant was up to $1,000. The other one was the NIH. That is the National, I think it's, hold on, let me make sure it's the right one. Yes, National Institutes of Health. It's NIH is what it's called. They also have grant programs that are available. And again, they didn't have anything crazy. When I say crazy, guys, it doesn't mean that it's unattainable. It just means that they didn't have a lot of things for you to do in order to even be eligible to apply for the grant. It was just, general. Being in business, being open, so on and so forth. So be sure to take a look at the requirements. Like I said, do not take my word for it. Make sure you read and you understand what you're reading. And if you have any trouble with it, reach out to the companies. Most of these people that I'm referring you to, or that I'm giving you guys information on, they do have support lines that you can call. All right. So the first one again was the Mbda, and I'll put the link below. The second one was the NASE, and the third one was LISC. It's LISC. All right. And then the fourth one is the NIH, and I'll put the links below again. NIH I didn't see like an amount. For example, the NASC did say that they give up to 5,000. But the NIH did not really have like an amount. They just say that they have designated, funds that are available, and they're offering it for grants. I might have missed something, but like I said, guys, it's a lot of information I found. I found over, I want to say 100 grants. Yeah, so I kind of lowered it a little bit so I don't have a very, very lengthy video, especially the fact that I am not a grant writer. I'm just giving you guys information and letting you know that there are options out there to help you with your business during the pandemic and even after the pandemic. It can help you if you want to. You can get funds if you want to start a business and you need funds to start. As you guys know, I am definitely a fan of all the businesses that are not, going to break your bank account. All the startup ideas that are not going to break your bank. And the reason I'm like that is because when you're going in business, it's an investment. You kind of want to test the waters, and it's going to take some time for you to build yourself up. So I'm not really a fan of putting a huge investment in business. Not to say that you should not, but if you don't have it, or if right now you're not in the position to do it, then I don't encourage you to do it at all, because I would hate for you to invest all your savings into a business and only for the business to not, come through or to make you a profit. Because sometimes you are in business and I've had experiences where, you spend on business and you make exactly what you put in, no profit, right? So it's a lot of work being a small business owner, but at the end of the day, it's worth it. All right, so let me jump right into my next grant. This is basically, I'm going to give you guys one that I was kind of like iffy about, but I'm going to give it to you guys anyways. The reason is because it leads you to pretty much over 1,000 grant opportunities. Now, be careful when you guys are on this site. Again, whenever you pull up a grant, make sure you read the requirements. Okay, don't just apply because it says you can apply. Make sure you read the requirements, read the different instructions, because some of these grants, they have specific instructions that you have to follow in order for them to even consider your grant application. But this is the most opportune time for you guys to apply for grants, so please take advantage if you can. This is the second to last one, and I'll give you the last one in just a second. All right, so this one is grants.gov. Grants.gov, and I'll put the link below. Grants.gov is kind of like a database of different grants. So it's not just small business grants, it's like scholarships, if you want to, grants for school, for learning, for continuing education. It's kind of like a directory, if you want to call it that, right? So if you go to grants.gov, you can type in whatever kind of grant that you're looking for. If you're looking for grants for school, if you're looking for grants for business, you search based on that criteria, it'll pop up and give you different options. Now, if you're in a specific field like healthcare, be sure that you look for grants that are in your field, okay? Because most of the times, the ones that are in your field are probably going to be a lot easier for you to qualify for than all the other ones, all right? Or if it's something generic, you can. All right, last but not least, guys, is the one and only Sba.gov. Now, Sba.gov does have different things that they offer. They do offer like business funding, loans and grants. As you guys know, the one for COVID-19, the EIDL grant is no longer active, so you cannot apply for the EIDL grant, but you can still apply for the EIDL loan. And I will put a link to that below. The EIDL loan is for business owners that were in business prior to, I think it's February 2020. If your business was in operation before that date, you can apply for EIDL grant or loan. Well, I'm sorry, not the grant anymore because the grant has been discontinued. The loan. And they do have some criteria on there, but it's pretty much worth a try. Okay, so I would say definitely apply if you're in business, you need the help. There is a lot of different benefits, and I will probably be addressing that in another video. There's a lot of different benefits that these loans, the EIDL loan, offers that you probably would not get with a traditional bank. So be sure to tune in, because you never know what I might address on this channel, right? So with the SBA, a lot of people go to the SBA site. Right now, most people are going there to find out information about PPP, which is the Paycheck Protection Program, or they're going to find out about the EIDL program, but they're not going in to look for grants outside of the whole COVID or pandemic type situation. So if you are a business that is owned by a woman, a female, you can register to be recognized as a WOSB or a minority. I want to say it's called disadvantage. I don't even like using the word. I'll put the links below, guys, so you guys can see. But it's kind of one that it's let me look at it and I'll tell you guys. EDWOSB. So what the EDWOSB is saying, economically disadvantaged. I don't really like that word, but hey, I'll put it down there. If you register your business as being owned by a female, which is, it has to be owned at least 50 or 51% female, you get a certification saying that you're a woman-owned business. And then what that does, it kind of sets you it makes you stand out from other applicants for grants or loans. Okay, so for example, if there's a grant opportunity that comes up and you are already certified as a WOSB, that will kind of put you ahead in essence, kind of put you ahead of everyone else, right? Even though it's open to the general public, you having that certification kind of puts you in a better position. I hate to say it gives you any kind of privilege or anything like that, so I'm just gonna say it the politically correct way. It kind of puts you in a better position than all the other applicants. And when you go to the SBA.gov website, to get that information, you will see they will address it probably similar to how I'm saying it, because people are very sensitive about certain things. So we have to be mindful of that. I'm definitely mindful of that. I don't want to say it's best or it's better if it's owned by a woman, even though I might think that. It's just not really nice to say, because I don't want to, offend anyone. But anyhow, this is basically the benefit of registering your business that is owned by a female boss. So I will put the link below on how you become a certified WOSB. And I'll also put a link to how you can go about applying for different grant opportunities that are open to people who are WOSB certified, or even opportunities that are open to the general public. One other thing that I want to tell you guys is, not only are there grant opportunities, there are loans that are available. Now, I know a lot of people do not like to hear the word loan, because they feel like, oh man, I don't have money right now and I don't know how I'm going to be paying that back, whatever. One good thing about the SBA is they're not like the traditional bank. Normally when the SBA gives you a loan, they will give you way ample time to pay the loan off. I think the EIDL is I don't know, 20, I don't know. It's ridiculous amount of years to pay it off. So in other words, it's not a year or 6 months or 2 years or whatever the case may be. They give you a lot of time to pay your loan balance off. And one of the reasons for that is so that you're not really stressing about, how am I going to repay all this stuff? You take your time, you build your business, and you make your payments. Another benefit of stretching a loan payment out over time is it helps reduce the amount that you have to pay on a monthly basis. So if you cannot get a grant, because everybody is shoving and pushing and trying to get a grant right now, they want free money, they don't know how they're going to repay it. If you're having trouble getting it, just go ahead and apply for a loan. The good thing is, during the pandemic, a lot of banks and a lot of financial institutions and government entities are not really focusing too much on credit, which is a plus, especially for those of us who have credit issues and are concerned. You might be new to credit, your business probably do not have any established business credit, and you're concerned about that. If you're a sole proprietor, yes, they're going to be focusing on your personal credit. So if you're concerned about the whole credit situation, majority of these offers that are available now, they're not focusing on so much on your credit. So definitely take advantage of the opportunity. All right, guys. So I tried to make this video as short as possible and try to give as much information as possible. If you need help, please comment below. Also, I want you guys to look into getting help from a grant writer if you're only interested in getting free money, getting grants, or scholarships, as some people might call it. If you're only interested in that, then I would definitely recommend that you look for a grant writer. A grant writer is basically someone who is going to find out what is required, what documentation you need. They will help you to complete the forms. They will help you to submit your grant application, and they will follow up on it for you. So if you feel like, they're asking me for all this stuff and I don't know what to do, get a grant writer. Now, I'm not sure, there's probably some that offer assistance for free, and there's some that might charge a fee, but always weigh the benefit versus the cost. So for example, if they're charging you $50 to help you with an application for a $20,000 grant, pay the $50. I mean, I would. Anyways, guys, so I will put a link to all the grants that I spoke about today and more down below. If you guys have any questions or comments, please post them below, and stay tuned for my next video. As I promised, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I got started for less than $100 with my own business, and things that you can do to help you build your brand and build your business. Also, be sure to share the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification alerts, because I will be posting videos on a weekly basis, at least a video on a weekly basis. I am extremely busy, as you guys know, but I will make it my priority to come in and talk to you guys, especially because I want you guys to be successful throughout this pandemic and afterwards. All right, so I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure, like I said, to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.